Well, hey garden friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my Oregon yard. Can't find my microphone this morning, so I'm gonna try to talk loud. Lots going on in the neighborhood today, lots of workers doing different things, lots of people out and about, and it's hot. So yesterday we hit about 95. I think today there's another heat advisory, which is a heat advisory for my area here in Oregon. But today I'm getting out early and I want to take out some plants, plant some new stuff, including some of these dahlias that I grew from seed, if I can grab one. These were a Floret variety and I don't know, they're looking okay. I figured I would pull out some spring bloomers, get them out of the way and plant up some dahlias today. And then I just have some other garden tasks in mind too. So let's go ahead and get started on the garden task. I want to show you my Canterbury Bells, which are a biennial. I planted them last year as little seedlings and then they bloomed beautifully this year. I've been using them in cut flower bouquets, but now they're done. They're kind of going to seed. So I need to make a decision if I want to let them go to seed and like collect the seed. But to be honest, I think I'm just going to pull them out of there and make room for these dahlias. I wasn't really sure what to do with these. I planted a few in some pots. Like when I planted them, I guess I didn't really have like a good plan. I still have quite a few dahlia tubers I need to plant, which I'll probably do in pots, but these ones are they're kind of leggy almost. So I was trying to figure out the best way to handle it. So I thought I could stake them all up. I could plant them in pots, but I think I'm just gonna pop them in the ground in the entry of my home here and just kind of see what they do for this season, let them grow in the ground. And then my plan is to dig them up in the fall and maybe put them back into pots. So anyway, I'll show you the space I'm thinking about doing that. And as I get started with these today, I am going to be using my True Organic. This is the pre-plant starter mix. So I'm going to use these in all of the planting holes today to just give these dahlias the best start possible. So here are the dahlias I'm talking about. You can see I have up potted them once from little 4-inch cans, but I don't know, they seem like they're kind of struggling. I thought they had spider mites, so I did treat them, but they're just kind of leggy. You can see I tried to stake some of them up here with these little short stakes, but they just kind of want to flop. And so I'm thinking about just letting them flop or possibly staking them up, I'm not sure. And I'll show you the area where I'm thinking about putting all of these. Hi Midnight, are you staying cool today? You gotta go in the house where it's cooler. Huh, you do in the afternoons. You laze about in the air conditioning. You're a lucky cat. You're a lucky cat. You are. You're a lucky cat. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, Midnight. What's going on with you today? All right, so this is the area I'm going to be working on. We just put our Vigo hose reel in and it has been a game changer. I am absolutely loving having this high-powered retractable hose reel here and it just looks so great. But over here you can see is where I had the Canterbury Bells. They were beautiful. You can kind of see some of them left and I've been leaving them for the pollinators, but I came in here last night and I harvested, all the ones that I thought I could potentially take for cut flower bouquets, but this is what's happening. They are gonna go to seed. They are gonna drop seed. And I don't know that I necessarily wanna grow these here again. It's such a prominent area of my driveway here, my entryway. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just tear all of these out today. And then I'm gonna take a look at the space. I've got these 3 arborvitae, little magic ball arborvitae. These are a proven winners one. And I love the way that they look here. So I'm just excited to get these kind of out of here because they really are done. But it's interesting to see how like the process of the plant and what would happen if I were to leave them here is they would definitely go to town, go to seed. And then again, they're a biennial. So 2 years later, I'd have more of them potentially. So I've got my little pop-up bag. This one's from Fiskars. And yeah, I'm just gonna get in here and pull all these and then I'm gonna assess the space and see about possibly putting the dahlias here. And just to show you while we're out here in the front, check out the blueberry bushes. You guys, these berries are huge. Look at these. And the plant is just covered in them. We have, I think, 3 bushes here. So I need to bring the kids out with a little bowl and have them sit here and pick. Actually, right now is a good time to do that because it's really shady, but look at these clumps of blueberries. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that one. Yummy. Can you say blueberry pancakes? Because I can. All right, guys, well, I got them all torn out, and boy, does this look so much better. It really does look cleaner and nicer. Went ahead and put some stakes in of where I'm thinking about planting these dahlias. So I think I'm gonna do 3 in the back there and 2 in the front. And I went ahead and grabbed some stakes because I can't just let them flop. I don't know, it's just gonna be weird. So I am gonna stake them up. So I don't wanna overdo it here. I still wanna kind of keep this integrity of this triple ball, the little spheres here. I'm hoping they don't get too much sun these next couple days because they were really shaded by those Canterbury Bells. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and plant the dahlias up here, and then I still have a few more, so I'll show you where I'm gonna tuck those. So in this little area here, again, looking for the drip line, it's pretty damp here. So the drip line actually comes together here. So I think I'm gonna pop one of the dahlias there. And then up here, I have more drip tape. You can see I had some daffodils that are all done for the season. So I thought about one here and here. This area gets a ton of sun, so they might actually really do well here. So I think I'm gonna tuck the last 3 in these 3 spots. So taking the stakes and just kind of shoving them in the ground to kind of help me identify where to put these plants before beginning is really helpful. It kind of helps me stay on track too of like what I'm doing next. Sometimes I get really distracted and I start doing other things. So when I have those stakes in the ground, then I can say, okay, you know, this is the next thing I'm doing. Let's get these in the ground. They're kind of floppy. I don't know why they did this. I feel like I pinched them too soon. I could pinch them again, but I think I'm just gonna, you know, prop them up like this. Let's see what the roots look like here. Oh, they're pretty well rooted. I would not say they're root bound by any means, which is gonna be good because I'm gonna have to kind of manipulate these a little bit. This area gets a lot of sun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and place my stake. And then I'm using just some wire that I had. Probably better to use twine or something like that, but this is what I got. And I'm gonna have to take off my gloves because I don't think I can do this part with gloves on. I kind of had them staked up, but then they all kind of flopped, and so hopefully this will be a permanent home and a permanent kind of staking up. So if you've ever grown dahlias from seed, tell me what's the trick. Should I have waited to pinch them? Should I pinch them again? Why are they so leggy and floppy? I'm just really not sure. So anyway, I got that one in the ground. Let's go ahead and do a couple more. Okay, this one's a little bit more upright, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So when I pinched it, it branched way down here. So I think maybe I should have waited to pinch, but this one looks great. These are all the Bee's Choice from Floret. Those are the seeds that I grew this year of these dahlias. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna look like. From what I understand, they all can be super like different. Get out of here. Oh, it's one of those moths, those white moths. I used to think they were so pretty until I realized that they lay worms everywhere that eat my flowers, and now I'm not a fan. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one in the ground. Now I am transplanting these on a pretty hot day, so I might take my umbrella and set it up here for them. But honestly, they've been in my back garden. I've kind of been hardening them off anyway. I've been moving them kind of like to shadier areas though, so they haven't gotten a ton of like direct sun, which is what they're gonna get here. So I'm a little concerned. Okay, I got that one propped up, but so I might just grab my big umbrella. It's kind of nice to have a couple umbrellas around the garden when you start doing flowers, especially because sometimes the hot heat, especially I guess with anything, not just flowers, but like some of these hot heat advisory days are just kind of roasting the plants, I've noticed. So anyway, okay, I've got 2 on the ground. The third one I'm gonna put in. Again, this one's got quite a few branches on the top, so hopefully we'll get lots of blooms.
Hey, dear.
Hi.
Sorry, I scared you.
That's okay.
Thank you, hon.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Did that work out or?
Yeah, it did.
Oh. Well, it is getting hot out here. I need to be done for the day and go inside to the air conditioning because it is a warm one. But let me go ahead and show you where I got all the dahlias planted up. I got them all the ones planted that I wanted to. I hope they're gonna do well. They might get a little shell shocked. They might get a little French fried today. Hopefully they'll be all right. But I'm excited. I'm excited to try something different, to grow dahlias from seed, something I've never tried before. So the whole thing is a giant experiment, which is why I love it so much, I think. All right, well, it's kind of hard to see, but I went ahead and got 5 of the dahlias planted up here in this area. Sorry, my neighbor is cutting wood. But I think it looks really great. So I've got 3 on this side. I went ahead and put the lights back and then 2 on the other side. And it looks clean, it looks refreshed. Hopefully I'll get some pretty blooms up here. So that would be fun. I did stake them all up. You know, I did strip some of the leaves that looked a little, I don't know, questionable. So yeah, I think they look great. I'm excited to see them fill in, see what they do. Now this area gets a ton of sun, so I think they'll be happy here. And then I ended up not putting one here on this T area. I decided against that. I did put 2 here next to the strip line. You can see I watered them in already. So again, we'll see. They're a little piddly looking right now. They're a little tired, not tired. They're a little, I don't know. They're not much to look at, but you know, hopefully they'll grow in and develop. My pots in the front here are looking great. I've got some pretty things in here and some, look at these are some snapdragons that are gonna bloom. So the other one, actually the one that looked kind of the best, it actually has a bud on it, I put right here. Now this area gets more shade, but it does get some afternoon sun. You can see I have this kind of allium skeleton here, but this is the dahlia that I put in. So again, it's a little floppy, but I think it'll be hopefully happy here. So that's where I tucked the other one. You can see on this pot, I've got more of these snapdragons. I got to get in here and stake these up too. They're flopping, but they're a pretty one. And I have to say the hose reel made this job so easy today. I was able to just get things watered all the way 360 around the garden. Well, not 360, I guess 180, right? Back and forth is 180. Yeah. I still need to move my pathway. I want to scoot it over a couple inches and I want to add a few more bricks. But it was so convenient to just pull that out, get everything watered and then just zip it back in. So really enjoying that here. And here are all the Canterbury Bells. I can't even believe it. I gotta drag this bag. I can't even lift it. I gotta just drag it in, get rid of all of that. And you know, it's kind of bittersweet. I'm sorry to see it go. It was so pretty. I did try to harvest any last minute blooms and there were some stalks like this that still had some buds, you know, forming, but I think overall it was time for it to get out of there. And I like the new clean look. Also love having this little cart. Makes it so easy to just pull everything I need around. And now I'm done with this project, so I'm gonna head back inside. Well, thanks for hanging out with me in the garden today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and it made you feel like getting out into your green space or your garden space and changing it up, doing something different, pulling something out, putting something new in. I know not everyone has the ability to get out and do gardening, so I think it's fun to watch gardening YouTube channels so that you can feel like you got to go have a gardening session, even if maybe you're sitting in the air conditioning, which is probably where you should be in the summer. So anyway, go ahead and subscribe and like this video, stick around and check out some of my other videos and playlists. I've been doing YouTube now for about 3 years and I've got lots of different fun videos. So check out the playlist and the video linked at the end of this video and give them a click and a watch. Well, I gotta hit the road because I got more project in the garden today. So if you need me, I'll be doing some gardening. I'll see you guys later. Bye.